I thought there was some purpose to all of this. Why did I get this prediction if there's nothing I can do about it? How am I supposed to stop the end of the world?
There you go. All right, everybody. This is the last episode of 2021. Is this The Matrix 5? Yes, it is. This is the Matrix 5, which will be just about as good as The Matrix 4. We could watch clips from The Matrix 1, 2, and 3. They should have threw in some Animatrix into that, too. I don't know why they didn't do that. Hey, what's going on, Steam Monk? Or whatever. This is episode 315 of Nick the Rat Radio. It's Wednesday night. It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your reproductive organs are? December 29th, 2021. Let us celebrate the last Wednesday of the year together. Oh, Jada Pinkett's in that video. Yeah, in the movie. Let's start the show off with, first I'll just tell you, tonight's episode's about predictions for 2022. Next episode is going to be going over predictions of 2021 and seeing how many we got right. Tonight for a beverage, I got to make this now. I'm going to have a little bit of some plastic bottle Jack Daniels and some metal can Coca-Cola sugar. I'm supporting Big Sugar today. The year's over. Might as well fucking support Big Sugar. Let's pour some of this here, right here. A little ASMR. Merca. Sugar. We live on planet sugar, baby. Let's pop this. I just like the sound of it. It's disgusting. Looks like there's already people putting some predictions into the chat. I'm seeing Omega variant for 22. All right, C-dubs. Look, you're jumping ahead of the game. It looks like you're already predicting the future of the episode here. Before we get into any predictions, though, I did see the Matrix 4. Now Keanu Reeves is an amazing person. He's a great human. He's somebody I'd like to hang out with, maybe talk to him, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about motorcycles. It seems like if I liked motorcycles or acting, then we'd get along, but who knows? He seems like a decent dude. He's like, hey, Keanu. But he's a horrible actor these days. I don't know the last good Keanu Reeves movie I've seen. Like, it used to be charming. It used to be like, oh, Keanu Reeves is like a 20-year-old kid. He's a shitty actor. He's cute. He's a nice guy. But he makes really, really bad movies. Minecraft will get craftier. If you want to get your predictions, you have to email nick@nicktherat.com or give a call, etc., etc. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that Minecraft will get craftier into the predictions. But what's going on, Ice Grills? So the Matrix 4 was like a clip show of the Matrix 1, 2, and 3. They should have added the Animatrix in there. The Animatrix was probably one of my favorite Matrixes, Matricize. I like the Matrix 1 was great, and the Animatrix was also great. 2 and 3 were like, eh. H4 was pretty shitty. It kind of broke the fourth wall a little bit, which was a little fun. But it kind of broke the fourth wall by shitting on itself. It's kind of like, oh cool, look at that guy eating his own shit. Like, Eh. Eh. Some people I know really liked it. So if you liked it, whatever. It's cool. If you liked The Matrix 4, it's fine. If you like Picard, it's fine. If you like Discovery, that's fine. I like Lower Decks. Hold on a second here. A booba matrix? Waiting for a booba matrix. I don't know. Animatrix, a booba I don't really get that joke there, Steampunk. I'm currently interacting with the chat room, which you shouldn't do for a podcast. If you're doing a podcast and you're talking to people that are in the previous recording, nobody wants to hear. They want to hear relevant stuff that's relevant to them now, not something somebody typed into an upper decker never gets any love. Well, I had sex with an upper decker once. Real desperate, and it was still warm. Reminds me of another bad thing about VR pornography. When I'm looking for clips of, what's his name? Pat Sajak. It's very hard to find it with the thumbnails for these things. The thumbnails are always like 2 circles and some like Dr. Seuss looking character. I can't find Pat Sajak in that mess of gobbledygook. That gabagool. Anyway. Before we get off the rails here, let's listen to some music. We'll open up the phone lines. We'll take phone calls. We'll let people talk about, AR is actually, that'd be cool. I just don't have any AR interfaces. I don't think. I have this fantasy where he reaches down to spin the wheel. But that's not like one of the pegs on the wheel, Pat, is it? Patsy Jack. It's what are those called? JOIs. Anyway, let's listen to some music here. Let's do some fucking music here. Let's end 2021 with a prolific synthwave artist that I've discovered on SoundCloud. I think every song they've done has been at least good to great. I don't think they've ever done crap. We got Akira with Memory of Regret. No memories of regret from Akira this year. Always a good time. Thank you, Akira. Jesus. Face to the screen. If you want to praise me, That was a pretty tasty jam there, Ducky. There's gonna be some better ones coming up. I mean, different ones coming up. They might be crappy. I don't know. All these songs were siphoned through a scientist's algorithm with a quantum computer. We actually have a quantum computer that made these predictions tonight, but it broke, and there's a lot of smoke coming off of it, and I inhaled the fumes, and I had a seance with myself. There was candles. It smelled just like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. It was a really musky scene. A lot of moisture in the air. But I came up with these predictions for 2022 in a weird state of mind I was in. Very weird state of mind. Some of the predictions are from the viewers. We do have viewer submitted predictions. Actually, no, maybe I should open the phone line so we can get somebody to maybe send some predictions in. If you want to give a call to 917-719-5923, we could talk about predictions. You could give me your prediction. You could do my work for me. I have a list. Don't worry. There's a set list. Next year we will go over them. I have been keeping stats. I should do that. I should keep stats of the ones I get right. I have gotten a lot right though. The sewer is an echo chamber of truth. That didn't even happen yet. Future truths. The sewer is an echo chamber of future truths. Boost the stats. Let's boost a voicemail. 917-719-5923.
How. Actually, it's New Year's. Oh my God. What? By the time you hear this, it will not be before Christmas. That's BC. It will be AC after Christmas. It will be, what the fuck? BY? BN, before New Year's. Move one letter over and you get BM. Now, I would love to come on to your New Year's very, very early New Year's thing. I have so many questions to ask of you.
I have answers. I know all about me.
Anyway, I am going to let you go. All right. Remember, the quantum flux invariator does not equal the capacitorization of the influx inversion fuck it, who cares? Alright, buddy, catch you later. Remember, as poor bastard, it just beeps.
It does just beep. Please leave your message after the beep. I wonder what people did before beeps existed. All right. Let us dive into some of these predictions we got here. Should I go into the viewer submitted predictions first, or should I go straight into the quantum smoked? Let's get somebody from the chat. If you want to join a chat room, there's so many chat rooms. There's sewer chat. It's all over the internet. There's an IRC chat, Discord, Twitch. They all combine to one massive, disgusting clusterfuck of chat spew. You never know what you're gonna get in there. A viewer one, or would you? Oh, somebody. We just got a famous person just emailed us 2 predictions. Let's see those. Let's do a famous person's. Wonder if it's going to come through here. Wait, you just did it? I got somebody that sent one at like 6:56. They sent the list. All right, let's read this here. I don't well, actually they signed it off as Ducky. Ducky is the famous person. But we got an Andrew that sent in a list of predictions here. I'll have to add these two I'll have to add these to I'll have to write these in. So I got an official list here. I got to keep this for next year, which is always a difficult thing to do for somebody that's drunk. So let's read it and then type it. I'll call this section user sub. This first user says Adam Curry. This is dumb. This is never going to happen. Will come out as a bald man. Adam Curry has got hair for days all over the place. Their second prediction is a pornographic actress will visit the sewer. I hope that will be Pat Sajak. Let's say a pornographic actress will come in the sewer. All right, they got a lot of predictions here, and I will milk their email until it could be milked no more. Let's see. We got C, mandatory mayonnaise injection by September. September, mandatory mayo shots. I don't know. I don't know if that's mayo or mayonnaise. I don't know. 4, there will be sexplosion in sewer. All right. That's a guaranteed. Come on. Sexplosion in the sewer. What else do we got? All right. I should limit user subs to like 3 things. There's way too many here. There's like a list. 5, New York will experience its hottest, coldest, and fartiest days of record in the same year. New York City will have record highs. That's all I'm gonna write for that one. I gotta edit these things here. Sometimes you gotta edit on the fly. 6, there will be hostage situation in the sewer. It's going to be the porn star. Hostages. Sewer hostages. Whoa. Sewer hostages. All right. I think they have one more here. Q, a drunk JCD, John C. Dvorak from the best podcast in the universe, No Agenda show, will butt dial Nick the Rat Radio while stuffing sausages and critiquing an old episode. John listened to Nick the Rat Radio probably once, said, "What is this lowbrow garbage? Goodbye." And that's it. Diane's an employee. JCD butt dial. JCD butt dial. I'm not going to write that whole sentence. Jeez, okay. But I will add these to the list. Diane will learn the power of no. Diane is found dead. All right, there we go. That is the list from one email. Merry New Year's. It promises to be an eventful one. Andrew. I hope Andrew doesn't mind that I read their name. It's in the signature of the email, so I don't read I don't dox people. I try not to dox people. But if your signature is Andrew, I'm going to say, hey, Andrew wrote this. User sub. I got to mark that. And I don't have to mark it off. We'll go over it next year. But anyway, this is how it works. This is how the predicting 2022 works. We already have, I think from those, maybe one or two will be right. I don't think Andrew has very good future prediction powers. How do you dox people and link it in? They're already doxed it. I'm gonna move this here to all the way over here. Hold on a second. I'm doing on the fly editing. Perfect. I'm so good at this. That's just a taste of things to come. And if you didn't think that was salty enough, let's go over some predictions I had after smoking the fumes of a quantum computer. It broke. I asked the quantum computer what's going to happen in the future. It could give you past results instantaneously. I got recipes, phone numbers, date of birth instantly about everybody. But once I was like, hey, what's going to happen in the future? Smoke. And then I inhaled it. And I got these feelings. And then I wrote it all down. Ow. Turtles are cool. Minecraft has turtles? I didn't know that, actually. I think I only knew of squids, and that's it in the water. And dying chickens. Some weird people in sewer chat. But I try not to discriminate or boot. If you say stupid shit, I might label you as mud there. All right. Let's go over some Nick the Rat predictions here. An NFT art gallery will have a theft. There'll be an NFT gallery theft. There'll be a lawsuit. There's going to be a lawsuit. An NFT gallery theft. I don't know how that would even work. I guess it's like if you take a screenshot. What if you take a screenshot, you copy the data, and then you resell it? You change a single pixel. Is there a pixel limit? Do you have to change 3 pixels? 4? Can you change 1 pixel? A single hex code movement? Tortuga? I knew Tortuga from Breaking Bad. There was the turtle with the head on it. What's his name? It's not Nacho, right? What's the guy with the? He's cool. He's a cool dude. A Nick the Rat NFT. I should try to milk the system and do it, but it costs a lot of money to mint it. It depends. It's a weird. It's very weird. I don't like spending money on physical objects. There's gonna be a sexual harassment lawsuit involving an avatar, a digital avatar. There's going to be a lawsuit about an avatar being sexually harassed. But the digital could be copied. Does owning an original make you feel good? I don't know. You can't eat an original. Okay. Here's a spicy one. Facebook will be caught spying on people's Oculus Quests, and they could see into people's homes. Yeah, the Oculus has cameras on it, and it measures your house, and you build little walls in it, and remembers the rooms it's in. And I'm sure that database is probably on AWS, which is hacked all the time, and that's why it's always down. There's probably gonna be like a whistleblower. Somebody's gonna find it and be like, "Whoa, this is too big for me to keep to myself," and leak it. But I'm sure everybody with the certain company's headset, like there's companies like DJI is being banned from America, right? They're a Chinese company that makes those drones with cameras. They make really good cameras, but the thing is, you have to sign into their service to use their application, meaning that they have knowingly at least a minuscule thread into your device. Who knows exactly what kind of thread they have into your device, but you know that they have a thread because you have to give them one to use the product. It's a very cheap and good product, though. That's what they do. They get you with the cheapness. There's going to be... Oh, I should add this one in. Can I add this as a user guess? Here we go. Let's add this in here. Expensive products will become cheaper to spy on you easier. Whistleblower. Expensive product is cheap to spy on yo ass. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, it's like $300, and that thing should be. That's like at least like a $700, around there, $500 to $700. And you get it for like $200-300, probably even more than that. It's like 5 cameras on that shit. Sensors, maps your whole entire room, takes pictures of it. Who knows where it's going to, but it has to go to Facebook. All right, so we got Facebook caught spying, but that's the same thing as the whistleblower. All right, here we go. A new Quake game will come out 2021 in 2022. What year is this? No, 2022, a new Quake game in 2022. There we go. Oh, the air tags. I heard you can only link a certain amount of air tags to each device, and it needs Apple devices to be used. Kind of like Amazon. Apple and Amazon have a war with antennas. Man, I had a friend that was... I hope they're still my friend. That was talking to me about buying into antennas. I wonder if that was a stock that actually worked out. I know it has to be good, but antenna stocks. He was telling me about this like 20 years ago. He's like, you should buy stocks in antennas. And that made sense. It probably still makes sense today. But either way. Maybe we should take a quick break. Maybe we should read some more of these predictions. We got a lot of them here. We should probably read like 2 more predictions here. AirTag your balls. Ooh, wait. Can we print that out? Well, once you could print your own antennas. Let's see here. I don't know which number thing this is, but a digital pandemic will strike. The world's DNS will be attacked and will be in the dark for a month or more. Oh, wow. That's pretty scary. Might happen. Put that in the book. We also have U.S. will claim to have made a true quantum computer and claim themselves to be quantum supremacists. USA will become quantum supremacists in 2022. All All right, let's take a little quick musical break. We'll be back. We'll have more predictions. We have a lot more predictions to go. We're gonna thank people when we come back. We're gonna have a little thank you segment and give some people some thanks. We got Jade Dulva with "Dream a Little Dream of Me."
Trouble sleeping? You know what you need? Augmented reality. Get you some augmented reality. See shit that ain't real. They don't exist in the real world. But forget about the real. Augmented reality. It's the new reality. With a capital A. For acceptable. Augmented reality. Make all your dreams become nightmares. And live them in real time. Augmented reality. Soon you won't need these glasses. Augmented reality. Reach out and squeeze it. Save yourself from the encroaching demons. Encroaching flying monkeys. Encroaching giant phallic caterpillars. Beware of regular reality. It's boring. And birds, and leaves, and sunshine. Fuck all that shit. Augmented reality is where it's at. Augmented reality. Because regular reality just doesn't cut it.
I got the email, Tucky. I'll read it after the donation break. We're gonna take a donation break. People actually donate to this. This show is 100% free. You could also rebroadcast this telecast. You could rebro it. You can replay it. You could if you resell it. I don't know if you could resell it. So if you start selling something that I put out for free, it's a little bit weird. But you might be able to. If you actually could make money off of my show without me involved, then you know what? Good on. Yeah, you know what? Go, resell this shit. Go for it. Do it. And then tell me what you did. Just tell me what you did, or... Oh, you have donations. I see. It's New Year's, everybody. Let's have some fun here. Okay, we got a first donation. Whoa, this is a hefty one. I don't read emails or any of that. I only read if there's in the note. I'll do that. I think I do initials too. But I probably don't have to do initials, but I will. I think I've been doing initials, so I'll do initials. But if I didn't, then I would. If I did, then I would if I did. But if I didn't, anyway. Happy Christmas, Merry New Year's. $50. You just paid off the sewer's domain name registrations for a good chunk of time. Thank you so much. What I do is not free. I'm not using free services. I'm paying for these. These services are being created by people that because the scientists, they don't know what they're doing here. They could probably put like a box up, but we pay a good price for our services, and you guys are helping make these become taxable. But $50, thank you. If I ever meet you, high five. Well, this is a new one here. I don't know if I've ever seen this one, but we got... Wait, no. Mac. I know what Macs are. 420. 420 is a basic month subscription. That's like almost $1 an episode. I put out at least 4 episodes a month. I don't think there was ever a February that only had 3 Wednesdays in it. Use Hover. Let's go through some more donations here. Looks like we have a couple more. KS with a 420. Thank you, KS. Oh, also, if anybody's watching the video and they see me wearing suspenders, I am against belts. I think belts are enslaving men's lower halves from blood supply. Start wearing suspenders today. We got some more here donations. DV 420. DV's been around for a long time. Thank you so much, DV. Just want to say, DV, I hope you have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, a DV squeezy, Happy New Year. Good day. Good day to you, Patron. Thank you. We have AM. with a monthly donation of $1 million. Got to drink for that. Hold on one second. When somebody gives you $1 million, you got to say cheers to you for that little quick milli. I am against belts. I think belts are bad. Belts look good. Belts look better than suspenders. No doubt about it. It's better to not see something. Suspenders are visible, but they feel so much better around the waist, and they don't cut off circulation to your legs, your tail. I got a long tail. My tail is a good 9, 12, inches long over here. So, belts rip up the bottom of your shirt? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever had a shirt rip from a belt. Your balls? Do we have more donations here? We do have more donations. Hold on one second. AM, thank you so much for the $1 million. I just had to stop the show there for that. We have a TR with a 3333333333333. This is a new donation. I don't think I've ever seen that many threes in my life. In the PayPal account. Thank you so much. All the people that went to nicktherat.com/donate. I'm going to start making cheap paintings that I'm going to hang behind me that I'm going to put up for sale too. I figured that's a good way to spend my time, to enjoy my time, to share myself with other people as well. I think that's what this is all about. It's just sharing yourself and sharing others with other people I want to be shared stuff with. That's why I'm also on Twitter and Twitch, and you could watch the video on YouTube if you. I'm not doing TikTok, nah. But on Twitch, you could, if you have Amazon Prime and you want to toss a rat a bone, you could just give me a free subscription on Twitch. So if you subscribe to Amazon Prime, if you're giving Jeff Bezos's clone money for Prime, you could throw a rat a bone and go to Twitch and subscribe for free. I know Ducky has done just this for 32 months straight. I have Prime too. I can't live without Prime. I do enjoy having a receipt for every purchase ever, and just let the government see all of it so they know what I'm doing. It makes doing taxes very easy when you could just do a search and copy and paste instead of having paper. Either way, taxes suck dick. Ducky on. Ducky is a true believer in the rat. I don't know why, but I'm happy he's there because Ducky is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. That I've never met. Ducky might be one of the nicest people I've never met. If the world exploded tomorrow, actually, I don't know how Ducky's survival skills are, so maybe if the world ended, I'm not going to Florida. Oh, you're not doxed. I think he's in Florida. Anyway, cheers to you, Ducky. I love you, man. Steam Monk just resubbed for 3 months. This minute. Steam Monk. I didn't know you were there for the past 2 months. Did I say your name the past 2 months? I hope I did. It's not ringing any bells. Actually, yeah, I've seen your name around though. Yeah, okay, so Ducky's he's okay with saying he's in Florida. Some people are like, Yes, it was easy. It was easy. You might be listening to this with a group of people that all have Prime. Make sure you kick them in their private area. No, I'm joking. I kid. Let's move on with the donation segment. We don't have to be here. Also, I think last 7 days ago, Mini Disc followed. Thank you. NetNed resubbed for a month. I might have missed that. Trey from Philly, thank you so much. If I missed you guys. All right, there's also a P.O. box. I think it's 90. I got some. My doctor sends me 42-cent checks pretty much every week, I think. And my bank wasn't taking the checks. And I was going to go in and give a stack of about like an inch thick stack of 42-cent checks to a teller. But it was closed because they were probably all fucking pretending to be. We got some P.O. box stuff though. My Doc's Ducky. No. Florida's big. It's like a giant dong. Oh yeah, here we go. Another 42 cents from my doctor. I shouldn't dox my doctor. I might have just doxed you. Probably not. Okay. I'll go into the stack of 42 censors. And actually, I should record myself going to the bank and handing them a thick stack of 42-cent checks. Thank you, Sir Mike Roch. We also have this here. We are 90549 Brooklyn, New York, 11209. Somebody sent, it looks like a nice, there we go. That's on that camera. Okay, does that work? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Whatever. Why am I looking at, I have to look at this, not that. Okay, let's try that one more time here. Boom. 90549. There we go. Boom. This feels like a card here. Might be like a free service to do that, but yeah, that's I'd like to see the look on the face of the bank teller that gets a stack of 42-cent checks. Did I fuck up, Ned? What? This is thick. You're giving me a panic attack over here. I can't pull it out. It's stuck in here. On the envelope. Oh, okay. Whoa. This is a fat stack of cash right here, people. 2, 4, 6, 8. $100 donation. I know who this is. As soon as I saw the RC Mouse guy. I would love to go to a convention with RC Mouse. It looks like he's a drinker too, judging by this picture, which would be incredibly fun to hang out with a mouse. I'm the big rat man. But to hang out with a mouse at a convention getting drunk, that sounds like a... Thank you so much, RC Mouse. Let's read this here card. It's a whole... You can see the... Hold on, let's see if I can get the... Not dox them by showing the art, right? That's... If you're listening to this podcast, you can't see anything, but that's RC Mouse right there. This... Right there. Bam. He's got like stuffed animals and everything. Dear Nick the Rat, Merry Christmas from the one rodent brother to another. From one rodent brother to another. Thank you for all the fun shows you put on each week. Thank you, RC. I thought he only like knows my name once, and he was like, "Oh, you." But he's. Thank you. I haven't been able to catch as many shows this year, unfortunately. Oh, expectedly, I'm surprised I catch one every week, but thank you so much, RC. Unfortunately, but I still wanted to send you some money for the beer fund. We're going to have a drink one day. Before this timeline is over, RC Mouse and Ducky and all these other sewer chatter, there needs to be a sewer convention. I need to, maybe in like 2025, find a piece of sewer system I could rent out for you human-sized and rat-sized and duck-sized people. Let's see, what, RC and Swizzle. RC and Swizzle's White Russian. Here we go. Let's see here. Fill the glass with ice. 2 ounces of vodka. 1 ounce of Kahlua. And then fill it with milk. Oh. This sounds pretty yum. I would use like whole milk probably. I use some really nice fatty stuff. That's a drink right there. Oh, look at these art on the front too. I hope that's alcohol you're spilling on. Thank you for everybody that has donated. I truly appreciate all of it. It goes into mostly me trying to make new fun things. Been looking at like virtual reality synth stuff, so I'd stop fucking Pat Sajak's tight little butthole. What is it called? Raw? No, it's not called Raw. It's called Gas. It's a gear acquiring syndrome. You start to get into... This happens to me a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people suffer this. They get into something, and then they buy everything for it, but they don't use it. This has to be one of the worst things that could... let's listen to some music right now. We'll talk about Gas when we come back. Let's listen to... Thank you again, everybody. Thank you so much. I want to thank Broel with All Night Long. This guy has been dropping these fucking covers. He's great. We'll be right back. I gotta take a fucking piss. Steam, yeah, everything. We all got gas. Gadget, get it.
When my friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself.
Everybody, I'm just twitching to RC Mouch. RC Mouch. I sent RC Mouse a message over Twitter that I'm going to try his White Russian using that generous donation that he sent to me. Hi everybody, welcome back. He sent a beer donation, so let's pop open another tall boy of this Coors Banquet. Man, Nick the Rat knows a lot about bands, I'll tell you that. Let's crack this. It's midnight in the sewer. Okay, it's like 3 past midnight in the sewer, but I wasn't going to interrupt that song to say happy midnight in the sewer, everybody. You guys are late night warriors. How many people are listening right now? We got a couple thousand over here. Over here we got about 5, but over there we got 10,000. It's not bad. It's not bad. 10,000 is not bad. If you have like a small village worth of people listening, yeah, that's pretty cool. Nearly 2. Somebody ban him. Get them out of here. Get Steampunk out of here. Get him out of here. Oh, wait. He was talking about what time it was. He wasn't talking about the listeners. Meet that Christmas Carol was amazing. And if you do it again next year, I'd like to change how I did the Ghost of Christmas Present. I got so sick though. December's been like a sick, shitty month for a lot of people. Let's read some more. Let's read a little bit more, a couple more predictions. We got a lot of predictions here. Here's number 20-something, 21 or so. Star Citizen will actually get server meshing working properly. I don't know. I must have been smoking a lot right there when I made that one. A new energy source will be discovered. A new energy source will be discovered. That's a stretch. Let's see. 23. Space debris will kill 7.5 people on Earth. I think it's scheduled for later this year, Dougie, the server mesh. I think the server mesh is what they need to make it actually pop. The game, then again, then their first-person shooter thing is, it's never going to work. It'll never work. No, it's going to, spent about $70 for about 6 years of 20 minutes of gameplay. Amazing stuff, though. Space debris. Oh, yeah, I think I know what I was thinking when that happened. The Star Citizen works amazingly if you were in your own instance, not spawning a lot of data all over the place. That's the problem. There's too much data being created. And then, like, the fucking RAM gets weighted down or something. It's just too much data. It's like, there's so much fucking data. You blew up a ship, and now we have to track all the pieces of the shit throughout the universe forever. So, that's why when you play, like, on a server by yourself, it's really good because you don't have, like, 20 other people fucking around with it. So, it works really good. If they could fix it. If they could fix Star Citizen, it's gonna be beautiful. But if they can't, it's gonna be, It is like EVE Online, but EVE Online worked for a giant amount of people because it was just data. There was like zero fucking visual fidelity. They're creating something new, Ducky. I'll defend Star Citizen a little bit. I do think it's if they don't do the server mesh thing, then it's going to be a failed project. But it'll be a great single player game. They could cut the server and the data flow, so it doesn't need to be constantly active. It's different, man. EVE Online and Star Citizen are totally different. I've never played EVE Online, and my jaw fell to the floor because I was flying past a star at some fucking crazy speed next to somebody that was also traveling at the same speed as me, and I could wave to them and see their arms moving, and they could talk, and I could see their mouth moving too. But EVE Online worked. On a more massive scale. Anyway, let's get back to these predictions here. All I've been playing was fucking Dota for this whole year. A family will die in a makeshift cabin listed on Airbnb. Airbnb. A family will die in a makeshift cabin that was listed on Airbnb, and the service is going to be shut down this year. Airbnb is going to be shut down. But Cold Acid, if it's an amazing 20-hour game, 15-hour game with Mark Hamill's voice acting and fucking X-Files girl was on there. There's a lot of actors that already they have all of their voices and all their model captures. So as long as they could fucking make whatever they already recorded become what they need it to be, it'll be a good single player game. Even the Coof couldn't shut down Airbnb. Well, how else are they gonna film Pat Sajak having sex in all these weird places without Airbnb? Nobody wants to see the same fucking hotel room every day with him grabbing onto your. Welcome back, face to the screen. I'm happy you're enjoying this. If you'd like to call in, you could call me. You could talk to me live right now. I think the phone lines are open. Diane, are the phone lines open? At 917. Yeah, the phone lines they're open, but they're. What's the phone line?
Hey, Nick, man, it's Matt the cat. You know, I was just like chilling around and like trying to find some place to cuddle up, and I got stuck in this burlap sack. I thought I was gonna go over a bridge or something, but like down on the sleigh. Anyhow, I hope everything's going well in the sewer, and watch out for the coves.
I don't really have to watch out for it. Anyway, we got 25. Social media will become regulated by the government. There we go. That's a pretty good one. Nick missed Nick. I think I didn't miss it. I missed by like 2 minutes because the song was playing. I can't just go through. I can't just talk over a song, right? Or can I?
Oh, Nick, is this Nick?
Whoa! Hi. Did you get through my phone line?
Am I on the air?
You're probably on a chair.
I'm walking on sunshine, but it's dark outside. That's fucked up, right?
Hey. Imagine if you saw in Ultraviolet everything would always be bright.
Well, yeah. Yeah, or like even like, well, what about infrared? You know, some things would be brighter than other things, you know, at least.
Does
You'd
that
be able to
stuff go
see.
through eyelids?
Yeah, I think
Oh
so.
God, that's why bugs don't sleep and shit, right? Like bees don't sleep and dogs don't sleep. Wait, dogs
They
see.
can't. They
Dogs
just
see black and
can't.
white.
Huh?
Because if
Are
that
you saying like
if
the
IR light is coming through your eyelids, you'd close your eyes to go to sleep and you'd see like fucking purple flashes or some shit everywhere. I don't know.
yeah, little pixies dancing and little sparks, and you start hearing voices, and then it gets crazy, man. No, I don't know about all that, but you know what I'm saying. Or do you? I don't
Do
know.
you think animals have language, or do you think there's like a sixth sense where it's kind of like instead of words they kind of have like these motions and farts.
Oh yeah, like body language.
Yeah.
They got body language, like they like eye contact. You know, like
But it's deeper than body language. Like if somebody's going to like fucking ruin your day, you could feel it. It goes deeper
oh
than just
yeah,
like seeing it and kind of like hearing it. It's kind of like deeper. I think there's something deeper.
like the way they can sense a storm coming. You know, like or an earthquake. You know, like before we can. Yeah, they they
Orifice
they
venting.
can
Yeah.
tell. This shit.
Yeah.
Until shit's about to hit the fan, they just know. Somehow we don't. Like, see, that's the thing that's fucked up about us is we just, for some reason, we can't do that.
But we can.
Like
I can
everybody else
feel
can, but
things.
we
I
can't.
feel things. That's how I made this most of this list, other than smoking a quantum computer's fart.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Do you have any predictions for 2022?
2022. Well,
I'll add
man,
it
I
to the
could tell you what
list.
I'd like to see happen, or I could tell you what I think is gonna happen.
You could give
Uh,
both. You could give both. We'll take both. We'll put it
okay.
in the book.
So we'll go with a depressing one first. I think more of the same shit's gonna happen.
More of the
Probably.
same. That's not a prophecy. That's just reality.
That's well. I mean, well, yeah. It's just gonna still suck. Is
It's gonna be
I
sucky.
know.
Okay,
So
so
so that's
2022
why
is
but what I
sucky.
would like to see happen,
Is it not be sucky?
well, what I'd like to see, yeah, exactly, is for like, well, people like us that are independent minded, can actually, there's enough of us out here that, like
No, you
even the
can't
guys
talk to
at work,
people.
like some
No,
of them
don't.
are,
Don't do it. Don't talk to
I
anybody
try
about
not
your
to,
independent thoughts.
no, here's the deal. Like what we're doing on a Friday, we didn't have a Christmas party this year, but instead on Friday, Christmas Eve, we're going to the gun range and we're shooting, like, I'm working with some cool guys,
Oh,
but
that's
like,
cool. If you have a group,
a couple of them are still like just there's like I don't know like the one guy's like I like Fauci and it's just like
he
I could
likes
be
Fauci,
indifferent about the
like
guy, I mean I
sexually.
could be indifferent like well that's what I'm saying is like why do you like him, like I could be indifferent about the guy, but like what's there really to like I don't get it. I don't know, man, like the guy's smarter than that but that I work with, but it's like come on man, like
As
just
long as your friend that likes Fauci isn't an asshole to you for not liking Fauci.
no, he's cool about it. He's all right about it. Like
Okay,
we
are
were
you
actually
cool with
talking. He was
him
cool.
liking Fauci?
Well, since we talked about it, I think he kind of understood like why I don't like him. Like I was like, look,
Yeah,
man, there's
but
just
do
reasons
you
why people
understand
don't
why
like
he
him.
does like him?
No, because I could see being indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he's just a scientist. He's because all the guy had to say about him was like, oh, he's just a scientist. He's just doing his job. Like, well, okay, that's
Would
I
you
guess
say
that's
that's
kind of likable,
mass?
but is it really?
It might
Okay,
be
I'm not gonna
mass
hate him for that,
formation,
but
but you might be mass formation as well.
I could be,
You
and you're
might be on
absolutely
the
right
other
about. I
side
think
of
about that.
whatever he's on. It's just a whole nother fallacy of
It's like we're all
reality.
watching. Yeah, it's like we're all watching the same movie from a different perspective or whatever, or
Does
whatever.
does Fauci even matter? Sadly, he does, but that's why there's opinions. But no, he doesn't matter in your life. Maybe he does
Exactly.
these days in New York City. Assholes.
Well, but the opinions people have, like I said, even the guy, I think he's smarter than this, but he just doesn't he doesn't spend any time doing any research,
Well, he also
And
killed a lot of people that had AIDS in the 80s, I heard, as well. So I don't know how he's still around, but apparently somebody likes him. He's a good
well,
salesman.
that's what I tell these guys at work, because there's a couple of them actually. But it's like, you guys are smart enough to know. Like, you should be able to just take 10 minutes. Like, they sit around and watch TikTok videos, or
That's
it's like,
it, but who's to
okay,
say?
that's fine. I don't
Maybe
really
you're
hate on
wrong
people
though.
for that, but
Maybe Fauci
maybe I
is
am wrong.
chosen by God. Maybe fucking God.
Well, the Pope should put a crown on his head, actually, I
The
think.
Pope did put a crown on his head. Everybody's putting crown on his head. So there you go. Why would somebody disagree with public opinion?
What was the crown made of gold or silver, or was it nice
I thought it was
bronze
like
would be,
a really horny woman, like a girl peeing on some dude. Wait, that's a.
Ooh.
Did you ever see Pat
Well,
Sajak in the
that
bathroom?
sounds pretty good. I'm sorry?
Did you ever see Pat Sajak in the bathroom?
Oh, well, I think I did. Like, it was in a movie called Come Again.
I heard he's always hard
And,
and he hits his dick while he's pissing, and it makes that sound like Wheel of Fortune.
yeah, well, instead of a helicopter dick, yeah, you gotta, you gotta fuck with the cock you got.
All right, so far we have 2022 is going to be sucky. Do you have any other predictions for 2022 other than sucky?
Oh no, well, I was gonna say what I was hoping is gonna happen is that, like, there's enough people like us that are independent minded, and I think people are waking up to how the bullshit sucks.
No, I think we lost.
Stifling me.
We're not willing to kill people.
Well, now
maybe we that's
like, stay away and you're fine, but that's, I don't want to make any other guarantees.
Do you want to hear something that spoke to me while I was sleeping, but it might not be true? Have you ever heard of the meek will inherit the earth?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you think that's what's happening right now? Or is being promoted as happening right now? It's the geek. It should be like the geek, the nerd, it's to be the meek is cool these days. It's what's
right.
It's what's protected. The meek are protected. We are going through end times right now, where the meek are inheriting the earth.
I think meek really isn't necessarily about physical prowess or anything. It's more just about your demeanor.
Blessed are the cheesemakers.
Because I'm not really that computer savvy. I mean, I used to be, but years have passed by, and like I just do physical work a lot. I install windows and doors and shit. But it's like today I was just ripping shit apart, doing some demolition. It's like just using all my muscles and body and shit. And like I had to think about what I was doing because you got to use levers and mechanical advantages and shit. But still, at the end of the day, it's still all the same shit, man. Like you got
there's different sides of the spectrum.
A lot of people are out of touch with that.
If you fuck up, you'll die. If you fuck up in like the digital, you could lose a lot of money. Nobody will actually die. You might lose a job, and there'll be a lot more money lost. Like if you fuck up like in the physical world, you might die and break about $2,000 worth of stuff. But if you were to fuck up in the digital, you won't die, but you could lose like $1 billion. Well, would you rather die or fuck up $1 billion?
Well, see, you got to have a lot of insurance in this construction business, but like,
You do, but it's
I mean,
not
what I
like
was gonna say though is that like even though I do this physical labor and stuff, and I have a good body and like I'm strong and stuff, it doesn't. I'm still meek, really, because I don't actively go out and protest and stand up. You know, it's like I'm still kind of meek in that
you're not
sense
meek
of the
because
word. You know.
you're not that small group of people that actually are vocal about having nothing else to do.
Well, luckily, I live in a state where we're open for business and stuff, and I feel bad for people. I can't even imagine being in a state where shit's still locked down. I mean, up there in New York where you're at, that's got to really be a, you know,
It's
you just don't even know from one day to the next what kind of next mandate's going to come out. That's got to suck dick, man.
it's been very beneficial for me in as being a sewer rat for certain things. It's been very beneficial for me in certain
Well, the
areas.
Mayo
But
count.
it's starting to
What's
become
the Mayo count going to?
it's starting to become a worldwide insane asylum though.
Well, that's kind of where you're starting to find out who's who. I mean, people you used to think were cool are like starting to be like total weirdos. I mean, I don't know. I guess when they see us the same way, you know,
Well,
it's
of
fair's
course
fair, but
but the thing
I've
is
never denied being a weirdo.
I feel that I could talk to somebody that I think is a weirdo and kind of get their opinion, but I'm scared that they'd kill me.
Right. Yeah. They're gonna, yeah. They they can't differentiate between their beliefs and just a rational conversation.
Oh no. It's it's very it's infuriating that they can't even talk to you about it and they are they who are they? You know what?
Well, I encounter
I'm
people
being
online
brainwashed
occasionally that
by
are
a small
eventually they're,
population.
you know, it's okay to disagree. You know, I occasionally run into people I disagree with, and you know, sometimes on the internet you'll have somebody just like totally character assassinate you and practically dox you just for something you said. But then you'll run into people that like you say something back to them, it's even a little bit snippy, but they're like, "Oh, hey man, I agree with you," and then like you start a conversation, it's like, "Oh yeah, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are at least rational enough to take a step back. That's really all you got to do is take a step back from yourself and other people. Just take a step back and look at the fucking whole situation,
Do you know what the
and
thing
you
is
get a
though?
better
That's
chance
kind of
at.
weird. It's why is doxing scary?
It's because that you might have some
Because
psycho
somebody
just
that
find your
wants to do
information and come
harm
to your
to you
house
for
and
your
do something.
opinion.
Exactly.
It's and that's why I'm like
That's practically
they
like a
will.
premeditated. That should be murder one. You know, like a first degree murder. If somebody ever does act on somebody that got doxxed, you know what I mean? Like, I think that should be like a.
Eh. But then again,
Maybe I'm going too far.
you might be, you might also not be. It's very hard to tell in reality what should be allowed, and everybody lies. Even it's such a fucking weird reality we live in, and the amount of walls we put up between each other is just sad. It's sad.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what they want is the walls. I mean, it's really it's just up to the people to just hang out and talk. You know, like I said, I mean, the guys at work
Oh,
haven't
okay.
kicked me
Wait,
out of
wait.
bed yet
I
because they
figured.
they really haze people, man.
I
Like
just.
like I said, like when I was talking about the guys at work, like
Yeah.
they haze people really hard. Like a new guy that starts up there, like
They
they
haze
all
them.
fuck with him hard.
In what way?
Oh man, it's like hazing. Well, just like fuck. Okay, so here's what they did with me. They started calling me Steve like on day one, and I just rolled with it. Like I just leaned into it because I could tell they were like the kind of people that fucked with new guys
You should have fucked
really
with them
hard.
right back. You should be like, yeah, sure, and then just like whatever they looked like, you should have called them that sort of animal. Like, oh, sure thing, cow. Okay, gorilla,
Well, no,
monkey,
but like the whole Steve thing, like
piggy.
the whole Steve joke, it's still funny. Like to this day, like a year and a half later, I'm still
Why is
making
it funny?
jokes
You
that
don't
are
even
still
know what
funny.
they're saying to you, though. They might be calling you like the worst thing ever. Steve might have been like a murderer.
There was a guy at another company that looked like me. He just had like long hair and a beard. They called me Steve.
So
Whatever.
it was a harmless
But like,
name swap.
kind of, it started as I didn't know that at first, but they were calling me Steve, and I just leaned into it right away. Like I didn't even ask questions. I was just like, boom, all right, fine, I'll be Steve. You know. But like, because I knew they were the kind of guys that fuck with people, I was like, all right, fine, I'll take this one. You know, like I just jumped on the grenade. And then like they didn't really fuck with me much about anything else after that. It's like, So.
Did they fuck with your money though? Were you getting paid well enough to be fucked with? And would you have even known if you were?
Well, yeah, it was all right, man. I started out the correct wage and stuff, but like it was just kind of funny, man. Like, well, the funny thing is, like one day, because the rolling joke, it keeps going. Like the one day, two of the guys were standing there, like they knew I could hear them, and the one guy's like, "Yeah, I'm glad we're talking to Steve and not Jeff. You know, like that Jeff guy's a fucking dick." And I'm like, they knew I could hear him, but I was like, "Hey, you guys know that Steve tells me everything, right?"
It gets
Because I am Steve. It's like I
there's
am
there's
Steve.
a
Fucking of
lot
course, Steve.
there's a I've been a part of much worse office shenanigans than that.
No, exactly. That's why I leaned into it so hard at first. I was like, I didn't want it to get worse than that. So I was like, just go ahead and call me Steve, and I'll lean into it, and I'll just try to make my own jokes about being Steve. And I'll pretend I have two personalities and shit. It's funny. So.
I think in 2022 you might want to go see a Steve therapist.
Why?
Oh, it was starting to scare me. Let's listen to some music. Got Roxy Loud with Sounds and Vision. Smoke some weed. Let's run through a couple of more predictions because there's so goddamn many. 27. A 0-day flaw in Windows will cause a global panic. A global panic, everybody, is going to happen in 2022 because of a 0-day flaw in Windows. All right, let's see some more here. We got a... Also, I'd just like everybody to know that if you're listening to this show, that a trigger warning. There might be trigger warnings in the show. Declined sales of Disney Plus will cause more copyright lawsuits. So this prediction that I had, I was really deep into a huff. Windows is a 0-day, more or less. There's embedded untouchable Windows though. Oh, we got a phone caller. Phone caller line is open. Hello, phone caller.
Hello.
Would you like to talk about the future?
I would. I'm curious on the predictions.
All right, so the last one I just read was the declined sales of Disney Plus will cause more copyright lawsuits. The Disney Plus old Disney movies are great. That's where the library is, the old Disney stuff. But the new Disney is kind of shitty. So it's Marvel. I guess the new Disney that's not shitty is Marvel, but Marvel's getting old very quick, so they're kind of fucked. I think the service of Disney Plus is fucked in 2022.
What did I just read today that Marissa Tomei and then new Spider-Man.
She wanted to be a lesbian.
She'll be a lesbian. Yeah.
And may I lick your flower?
I don't.
That's fine with me. I don't care. I heard the new Spider-Man was really good.
That's fine, but it's like, is that a compelling plot?
I'd watch it if I could watch Marissa Tomei, or if I could fantasize about her eating
that'd be fine.
Eating box or something. Sure, why not? I don't give. It's fucking Spider-Man. It's not like they're changing Albert Einstein's life story.
Are you gonna have a sex scene with her, or are you gonna?
I want to see Spider-Man shooting web up and Marissa Tomei's booty. Sure, why not?
That would get me drawn back in. Yeah.
Does it really offend you if they make this a superhero stupid, or they shit on it? Okay. I get mad when Star Trek does it, but I'm kind of over it now. I think I'm just totally numb to something you love becoming complete and utter shit.
Yeah, I'd probably. I don't know. Well, I don't know. As series go on, I tend to peter off on. They get bad.
Yeah, things become shit. Sometimes things that you like are shit, and you don't even know it. Maybe you might be shit. I might be shit.
Weird rationalization that I always make is, I'll go back later and watch it. Watch it to the end.
That never happens with me. If I see something and I think it's shit, I'm like, oh, fuck this thing.
No, and I never do it. I'm just saying, that's how I rationalize it in my head. Like some sort of, hey, this is why I'm stopping watching this crap.
Okay, do you want to know a secret about me? If somebody's like, let's watch this thing, I think it's good, or whatever, or they think it might be good, and they put it on and it's total shit, I'm like, we have to finish it now. Because for some reason, you said that this was going to be a fun ride. So we have to see how this ends.
Oh, you have to watch it till the end is what you're saying.
If somebody gets me onto a shitty ride, I kind of force them onto it with like a gun. I'm like, you're staying on the shitty ride to the end. You started it up, so we have to finish it.
That's like Netflix in general. If you watch like Netflix movies, like they're like generated content.
Sometimes
like
I just
1
walk
out
away
of
too.
10.
Like some things are just so bad I walk away. There is a lot of
Yeah.
shit content on Netflix and Amazon.
Yeah,
That's
there's
great.
definitely like across all the streaming content that's out there.
Yeah.
I think just even like Hollywood in general produced a lot of shit.
How do you
But
get
at
in?
least
You
like,
have to be decent enough. I guess you just need a good enough camera and sound or something. How do
couldn't you
you?
just do that all with a cell phone? You know, I
You
mean,
probably could. You could probably do something
technically,
better than that they have
you
today.
couldn't do the sound. You probably couldn't do, but the video you could probably shoot. Because nobody cares. Like nowadays, they don't want like.
A good story, if it's actually
Probably.
good, and you could make it for free if it's good.
Yeah.
The goodness of the story trumps all. Anyway, we need to do some prediction here. At least I just have to read a couple of them to you. You okay with that?
I am perfectly fine with that.
All right, here's a prediction right here. A human will be successfully reanimated from being cryogenically frozen. Do you think that's going to happen?
Just humans in general.
It sounds like you are coming back from being cryogenically frozen. You're losing service. Is your phone far from the router?
No. Did it cut out?
You're kind of roboticizing right now, and I'm on my end.
I am.
Oh wait, no, you sound good. Now you sound good.
Okay.
Go back to the route. Go back to the light. Go back to the light. Do you think cryogenics will ever become real?
I
Do
don't
you think you
know.
could ever freeze somebody and bring them back like a frog?
There's always
It works
so
with
many
frogs.
bad stories about that, especially like the Ted Williams story. That was weird.
Ted Bundy, did you say?
No, Ted Williams. Ted
Oh.
Bundy.
I was like, Ted Bundy's on ice? I didn't know that.
Ted Bundy is he still alive? I don't know. Did he die in prison?
He might be on ice. I don't know. He might be in a freezer somewhere. Like that like Wesley Snipes in
I think it was like Ted Williams' head or something.
Encino
like that.
Man. What was that? What was that cop movie with the frozen people and Bruce Willis? Sylvester Stallone. Judgment Day.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Do you think cryogenics will ever happen with humans?
If it does, it's going to be a long time from now.
You don't think it's going to be in 2022?
Well, after 2020 and 2021, I would not put it out of the realm of possibility.
All right, well, that's on the list anyway. It's still there. We're going to see. I'll prove you wrong. All right, how about this one? The feds are going to make their own cryptocurrency and then ban all other cryptocurrencies in America.
Oh, that's totally possible.
Do you think that's possible? More so than cryogenics?
It'd be the ring of fuck over.
But it happened with frogs, and they're making frogs gay, and people are gay. So why can't they freeze people?
And make them gay? Is that the purpose?
That'd be
of freezing
cool.
them, or?
Yeah, if you could freeze me, cure my disease, and bring me back to life as gay, I'd take it. I guess. I think I would, yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people would.
Wouldn't really matter too much anyway. All right, how about this one? AWS. Do you know what AWS is?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to have a major week-long outage, and thousands will die. Do you think that could happen in 2022?
Sorry, I
inhaling a cigar while you said that.
You shouldn't
I started
inhale. You should
laughing.
only.
No, just pull into my mouth, but I
Ah.
inhaled accidentally. When
Oh yeah, that's why you
said that 'cause I
coughed.
started
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah. It's...
Sorry.
Sorry.
I could see that happen.
Imagine a complete
'cause
AWS outage. I think 1,000 people would die for a week.
I don't know if that's because I hate AWS or if that's because I.
Why do
think that
you
it
hate
could happen.
AWS? Why do you hate AWS?
I don't know.
Because they have more money than you, or is there like a legit because they don't work well?
You're yeah, and you're giving over to the empire. Which the funny thing is, it's hard to escape them because if you start searching like a lot of the other providers out there, you go and get into them, and it's AWS like rebadged and resold. So they are the evil empire.
Crypto is too global. Crypto is not too global. Crypto, well, it is global, but there is no leader. And you can't have anything without a leader because anything with a leader will destroy something without a leader. I think. You hate it because you have to use it. It censored people. Oh yeah, that's actually a good reason to hate it. It did
That
censor.
is a good point. The takedown angle of AWS.
But AWS could only censor. It's still run by people. I don't think there's bots that could find a President Trump level person that has 2 followers or 1 follower. You could do stuff without making a scene and exist in an AWS reality. AWS sucks because it's the most reliable thing there is today for the cheapest price.
Probably.
It's better than GoDaddy. It's pretty reliable if you want to run a mega web server, though. But who has that much bandwidth? There's a couple people. Companies. It's a lot of people. It's actually a lot of people that could use that service.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying lines, you can get quite a bit of bandwidth going.
What are you gonna do? Or are you gonna have are you gonna host you're gonna buy your own hard drives? All right, we need 45 new SSDs in the server room.
We're going back old school.
You could do that. You probably could do that for most. If you are efficient, you could probably maybe host your own shit. Maybe. I don't know how much data is grabbed from the world on a local basis. Like how much fucking hard drive transfer that would be. It's probably actually not too expensive these days to be able to host a very large corporation from a fucking single server.
I don't know. Some people.
The caller needs a new phone line. Goodbye, caller. You can call back. Get closer here. Azure is some things are just not very user friendly. There's different situations for a lot of different things here. Oh, we got another caller here. Hello, caller.
I stepped in a dish. Sorry.
You stepped on a disc?
In a ditch.
Oh, did you fall?
No, a little bit of a trip. No big deal.
All right, caller. You ready for some more predictions?
Yeah. After we thoroughly bashed AWS.
That's fine. I actually like AWS. I think it's very good, and I think the downtime for it is not that bad.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, we do have a reliability factor that's pretty good with them.
And the amount of money it cost for how much shits I give, like, everything goes down for a little bit. And if you expect 24/7 uptime, then get the stick out of here. Then make redundancy yourself. Go for it.
Well,
Pick
and
another
that's-
third-party company to run your backbone off
yeah.
of.
And there's ways within their system to make your stuff even more reliable. I think a lot of people didn't do that.
There's probably ways
outage.
to, like, a failover. Like, oh, AWS is down. Well, we have a copy of the... That's a lot of work. It costs a lot of money. You would have to pay one person 6 figures to do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
If you could do that, you could probably make a lot of money doing very little work. Because you just have to do it once. It's like, hey, I set this system up for you. It took me 10 minutes. I clicked a button. It's reliable. I have money.
No.
Life is very weird.
Very much.
Kohler, have you ever worked retail?
Yeah, early. I was young.
Was retail harder than what you do today? Which...
Yeah. This is a tough call. I think the time frame between dealing with people that are assholes is probably shorter in retail than it is in
That is true. That's actually a very
corporate.
good point that I did not put into the
Retail. You
equation.
deal with a lot of freaking insane people.
But you could cycle through them quicker. You don't get stuck with them.
Yeah.
The more money you make,
Yep.
you get stuck with that one crazy person that you can't get through. But in retail, you could fucking be like, bye, get out of here. Bye, get out of here. Bye, get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
more money
that's
you
the
make is like,
bonus
oh,
with it.
fuck
Yeah.
you again.
Yep.
You motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You.
It's kind of like the food service industry. If somebody doesn't like your food, they're not going to call you again or go to your restaurant or whatever. You know.
It's such a weird... I have never realized this. So the less money you make, you get to cycle through the assholes quicker. The more money you make, you get stuck with the assholes for longer.
It's a never-ending.
And I can relate this to myself.
Asshole.
I've worked retail and I've worked in a shit job that I thought was more money, which was actually not. And there was just these assholes that just you had to keep dealing with. I found the happy medium
Oh yeah.
of being experimented on and freedom.
The least amount of assholes that you have to deal with is probably usually the best and the least stressful.
This is true.
Maybe
But
it's the
assholes
highest
come in
paid,
many
too.
different
I don't
shapes and
know.
sizes. Like an asshole could be how you get to work and how you come home, or length of travel between places, or time of needing you to get that asshole cleaned.
How long does it take you to get to your job?
Are the
Or you work at
expectations
home? Like walk over to the computer and work.
Caller, do you have any predictions for 2022? Somebody said 2022 is going to be sucky. Was that you?
No, it's not me.
What's your prediction for 2022?
I hope that it's better.
You're breaking up again. Are you falling into a hole?
Every time I work on that laptop, that does that. I'm probably set over the top of the
Caller, this is not what people want to hear. You're breaking up. I'm sorry. Please send a message somewhere with your prediction. Suck it 2022. This is gonna be the longest episode of fucking Nick the Rat Radio. Yeah, whatever. Let's listen to some music. We have Theo with Agoraphobic. We'll be back. With Nick the Rat.
Fucking hate this. I can do shit right, I can learn my lesson. I can do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare of my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me. Paranoid about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke on me the other day. Got a lot of bad shit that I'm taking to my grave. Got a fucking date with death on house arrest till trial date. So I grabbed the red wine on rainy days and then I poured Castle Age another fucking 1,000 days before I know it. Yeah, I spend them all inside, waste my time while I'm scrolling, but I love it, it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. What's the point? I'm not okay. What's the point? I'm not okay. Shit's fucking difficult.
Hey, everybody. Hey, this is working? Yeah, it's working. Look at that. It's amazing the sewer technology keeps this place running for as long as they have at such good quality. It's crazy. I don't understand how it's been working. He's a fucking rat, and there's some scientists that shoot him up full of drugs every now and then. Anyway, 2021 is coming to an end near you today. Well, not today. You know, it's a couple more days left. What is today? Was it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Saturday is a whole new year, everybody. And I just want to say cheers from Zindu. I just want to say to Nick, man, fuck the scientist, okay? The dark sewer scientist. They might be where all the money comes from. And they might be the ones that are injecting you with all that jungle juice that makes you so smart to be able to run this shit. But I just found out that they make a lot more money than me, and I don't think this is right. So, God damn it. Anyway, Nick's making predictions tonight. I got some predictions for you. This is a Zindu's. I'm drunk off my ass because I got my feelers all up into Nick's little juice box.
My juice
You know
box?
what I'm talking about.
You?
You probably don't know what I'm talking about.
My
He put
fucking
some of
juice
his best
box?
liquor in his juice box. Anyway,
Diane,
here's some predictions.
I told you to
from
fucking
the
lock
space
that shit.
alien. For you, planet Earth, for anybody out there listening that's I could understand what I'm saying. You might be too dumb or young or like another creature or another species of non-English speaking fucking wackies. You know, wackadoos. Anyway, here's some predictions for the ones that can understand what I'm saying. 2021. There's gonna be I don't fucking know. Do I look like a fucking smart, like a fortune teller? I'm a smart person. I'm not a fucking fortune giver. All right, there's gonna be people are gonna realize that in 2022, the fortune teller will become king. All right. I know it sounds cryptic because it is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm Zindu. I'm fucking alien. I'll suck your brains out of your asshole. Just listen here. The fortune tellers are gonna be the leaders, and the test subjects are gonna be confused. Don't you find it weird that you guys on this planet, you only use about there's tracking of the whole planet. Every fucking person on the planet's being tracked. Okay, the sample size is 1. It's everybody. But whenever they do an experiment on you, they only tell you the sample size of about 0.000000000000000000000%. You could be in the sample size. You're being tracked. Everything about you has been known. It's written down in a book, in a digital fucking flipper switch on off somewhere. But when they make laws for you and stuff, it's always about one case. One case, a couple people involved. Those couple of people set the rules for an entire fucking population. Doesn't seem a little bit weird to you? Maybe in 2022, a new political system will emerge that is so pure of bullshit that it's kind of like a religious awakening. There is going to be a politically fueled religious awakening of the habitants of Earth, and goodwill and peace will come. Oh no, I just got an alert on my phone. Goodwill and peace are some strippers that I ordered on Nick's credit card. They're coming to the sewer. I'm gonna have to tidy up a little bit. Thank God Nick fucking
Are you
fixed
serious?
the toilet bowl.
Right now?
She was clogged up for about a long time.
Are you serious?
2022.
Are you serious?
There's gonna be
Zindu.
people are gonna start using their fecal matter to heat their houses. How about that? That sounds pretty fucking right. Anyway, this is Zindu. I'll be back a little bit later with some more accurate predictions for 2022. Suck a dick, that's not true. Ah, the scientists are gonna kill me. Bye.
Well, goddamn there, Zindu. Stillwater, if you were calling in, it sounded like you called in. Call me 917-719-5923. Hello? This is weird. I feel like I'm being watched. Is this the CIA or the FBI?
Neither. Or all of the above. Oh.
Which 3-letter agency are you?
NTR. NTR.
That's a weird 3-letter agency.
I know. NTR, like, it's what I heard is it's underground.
Deep.
Way, like, literally underground. The NTR agency, it's so fucking wild and obscure and like super, it's super classified. You have to have special access to get into the, and I heard it's modeled, well, it's very much like the sewer. So, I mean,
It's a system. It's a system of tubes.
We're going to be pulled off the air for talking about it. Let's move on.
Hey, if they pull me off the air about talking about tubes, so be it. You know, hey, I want that on my tombstone. Nick the Rat pulled off the air and talking about tubes.
Oh no, you know, like the NTR agency does not really exist. It's a decoy. It's a decoy.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
It's, well, that's just it. It could be all quantum. Bullshit.
Caller, was your 2021 better than your 2020?
In some ways.
As a slight hole, or
wait, as a what? As a fun hole?
As a fun hole.
Yes.
Which year was 20? It was like a blur though for me. For me, it was like 1 year.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I get that. Doesn't it feel like it's just kind of all melding, you know?
It does. It feels like
merging, you know? Yeah. Almost like
everything unraveled.
They're crossing
into
the
a
streams.
pit. There's stream crossing. Yes.
Yeah. Like in all the wrong ways though. There's truly wondrous ways that you can cross the streams. But this bullshit, this utter and complete, you know,
I think it's
dead donkey ball shit.
I do feel that there's two ways to it though.
Okay.
I think it's is benefiting some people immensely.
Oh.
I think it's also robbing more than those people even more immensely.
Oh God.
But you know, there's some people getting a lot and some people getting little.
Is that your rodent intuition? Or is that just an observation?
It's an observation. There was giant corporations there was a lot of money made for a few giant mega corporations, and there was a lot of money lost for a lot of little businesses.
Yeah, and then like think about all the people who died from not actually a virus, but all of the jabs and the vaxes, and you know, and fueling like the depression and the violence and addiction and all that.
Well, people
who died from that too. Well, yeah, you might die.
You might die. You might. If you died during this phone call,
No, I'm not laughing at it. It's not funny. It's just funny the way that we talk about it. But in reality, I don't know if you've lost anybody personally. Somebody has died in my family that I wasn't close to, and they just accepted it. My paternal family just fucking accepted it blindly. They accept everything they hear on mainstream media. Our relative died of coof. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no test.
You can't get blinded.
So, yeah,
don't get blinded by the coof though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. There's not even a test to determine if you have it. PCR tests don't detect viral infection. Furthermore, there's certainly no post-mortem test they're doing to really ascertain that.
How do you deal with death though? In general, like beyond.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
How do you deal with? Have you ever lost somebody kind of close? Like I have lost people.
Oh God, yeah.
pretty
yes.
close to me, and it's just a very
Yeah.
unreal situation.
It is. You know, you're right, because you said unreal, and I've never heard anybody describe it like that. Just sort of visceral, and gut wrenching. You know, like it's more than a gut punch. It's a soul punch. If you weren't prepared to lose somebody that you really love and feel a deep kinship with,
You
or a
feel it
connection with, or a
even
bond
deeper,
with,
yeah.
holy shit. Yeah, you feel it in your everythinger. Not just
You're everything.
yeah, your everythinger. And so your soul, though, takes a huge punch and a huge hit. And if you've never dealt with grief like that before, holy shitballs, Batman. It's life-changing. It completely changes your perspective. If you're, if you're sensitive, or even if you're not, if you really cared about and loved that person. For me, it was my grandmother, Kate. She was my paternal grandmother. She came over from Ireland when she was a baby as an immigrant to Ellis Island. And, so she worked hard to bring herself up in this society, in this country. And like, I've never felt the same since her passing. She was, she was pretty sickly and elderly and disabled, but she was one of the most amazing people I've ever known.
Were
And if
you
you're not
with?
prepared for that,
This might be a deeper question, but
no, it's
were
okay.
you
Go
were
for
you
it.
with were you with them when they passed over, or like? I don't think I've
Sadly,
ever been.
no.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
been like next to somebody's
Yeah.
been with them when they died. You know what I mean? Which
Fucking
that's
still
got to
criticizing
be
me in chat.
that's got to be like a.
Still
I have
fucking
lost people that were
criticizing
very
me in
close to
chat.
me, and I feel like I haven't lost them.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
just
are
like
you communicating
I'm
with
not
them?
gonna, because there's a lot of people I'm not gonna see again ever, even if they are still alive. It's a very strange reality that our brain makes to make
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
acceptable.
right. It changes your perspective, but yes, there is that need to adapt. That biology. Would you please stop fucking criticizing me, John? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
God, I gotta stop looking at chat.
You're looking
That's
at
what he does now. All he does is put me down and criticize me. I'm so tired of this bullshit.
There's only one John.
Anyway,
Really? Who's putting you
yeah,
down there?
whatever. Anyway, the point is if I want to talk about personal info, I will. And he's giving me shit for that. And I liked sharing that with you. I knew what I was doing, and I liked sharing that with you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the
because
chat.
whatever happened to you, whomever you lost, I too have not been with somebody when they passed over. And you know what that's really like. I mean, some people really describe it as being ethereal, these words that I rehash, they describe it sort of as like a transcendent or life-changing moment, because maybe they didn't believe in anything like that, or maybe they did, but when it happens, it's something that it's hard to explain to people, and then you get dismissed. Many of those people get dismissed as being hallucinatory, delusional, religious zealots. Like, yes, but what if you were the one who experienced that? And then you were a hardcore skeptic and didn't believe any of that shit could happen, and then it happened to you, and you're like, oh, fuck, now I'm one of them. Now I know what it feels like to be stigmatized and criticized and dismissed for something that you can't explain, you can't quantify scientifically. They want to quantify it, but they struggle to really, can you prove love? Can you quantify and prove love? Not really. Not really.
And I was just having this thought in my head, like, just as long as I don't feel death take me,
yeah,
that would be okay. But then I'm like, well, maybe I would rather feel death take me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's actually, no, I'd probably rather not feel. Pain's never good, but if it's like your last fleeting moment, maybe like
your death now.
Yeah.
Your death now does not have
Whoa,
to be.
I feel maximum pain. Goodbye. And then gone. That might be
Like,
just as poetic as, but oh God, no, I don't want pain.
No, but no, come on now,
But yeah.
Nick. Let's
No,
look
yeah,
at this
I
from the
know.
other side.
I'm thinking
Like,
about
no,
it. I am
you're
thinking
right.
about it.
That's a
and-
fear. But then what if it's like glorious, searing ecstasy and not sexual ecstasy? People just assume that I'm talking about sex. I'm getting a lot of criticism for that, and it's just not fucking true.
Well, people
What I'm
do
saying
shit
is
their
the
pants
kind of
when they die sometimes, and I always crap my pants when I have a
so
special
then
moment.
you might shit when you might die. You might shit when you might die. Like, yeah, sure.
Alert.
Who gives a fuck though? Right? Because you're not the one who has to clean it up or feel it once you passed over, right? It's just your corpse. It's your meat. It's your meat sack.
If it's not very liquidy either, it's easy to clean up some poop.
You putrefy. What if you're not found? What if you're not found? And like, what about the people who didn't get the dignity of being found? Even they just putrefied in some like dump. You know, I mean, just be thankful of that. And what if it is though? What if it feels like a divine release?
It could be. Actually, it could just be like an excretion of extraordinary announce.
I'm sorry. What was that? An excretion of what? An excretion of what? Are you? You know, that's disgustipating. That's disgustipating, Mr. Bell.
It's horrible. Horrible.
Oh, are you going to do anything, before I let you go, are you going to do anything wild for New Year's Eve or to celebrate the last holiday of the year?
I'm going to ask you about if you could predict something for 2022. That's going to be the most wild.
Okay. That one's easy.
What's your prediction for 2022?
My prediction.
Give it to me.
My prediction, my prediction is that, well, I already know it's going to happen. You just have to accept that Cthulhu will finally reign supreme. Cthulhu will reign supreme. And ultimately conquer all life as we know it. That's a fact, Jack.
All right. Well, hell, Cthulhu.
And you're gonna you won't even be here to ding it instead of bonk it.
Do you want to hear some predictions that I came up with?
Yeah. Do it. Oh no, I can already hear that you think it's comical or
Well, there's a couple of different ways we could go. I did break these predictions up into segments, and I figured a way I could go through the. Would you rather hear a viewer prediction? We won't go through it. Monsters and aliens. We have viruses. The death pool.
Viri.
The death pool. We have health predictions or mainstream media. There's a lot of stuff.
Oh God! Please no MSM. Just die.
All right. So we got health, death pool, monsters, or
death
virus.
Pool? Like whoa, monsters? Oh, monsters.
All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Give
to the
me
monsters
list. For $333,
right,
please.
This is number 51 here. We got rogue. Rogue science will use CRISPR to create spontaneously combustible creatures.
Wait, so fire beings?
Yes, they will use science to create fire spirits. They don't last very long though. They combust
let's come up with a name.
spontaneously.
Let's come up with a name for that. Then the pyro ragers. I don't know.
We are the pyro ragers.
Like something crazy. Like we're gonna make a tulpa, and our tulpa will be pyro ragers, and they spontaneously combust in the presence of all who need to die, all the elites, all of the dictators, all of the pedos. They need to die. So these pyro ragers take care of them.
They go there and they hug. There's one problem with this prediction, though, because I thought about this. Like, because if we were to raise a person that could spontaneously combust, they still have to be, like maybe you might hug like an 8-year-old or something. Like, hey, little 8-year-old, come here, give me a hug. And that would get rid of the pedos, but that would also get rid of the 8-year-olds too. It's a little.
Oh no! Well,
All right, you want to read the next prediction here? There's a few of them.
It's Yeah, go for it.
We have. There's going to be mass TikTok UFO hysteria.
Well, definitely TikTok and hysteria go hand in hand. I'm sorry, or twat and twat. So, yeah. Exactly. Oh, I'm going to catch hell for saying that. Oh, no. I'm going to catch hell for saying that.
I don't read the chat. I'm not reading chat right now either. There's chat going on.
Remotely, anything that I say is remotely, like, I catch motherfucking hell for it.
Caller, we're having a conversation.
You have to ramp it
you
up.
And me.
Like,
ramp
it up. Okay.
You ready for the next one?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right,
go for it. Come on. Oh, no, I can tell you like it. What is it?
I don't like this one. This one's scary.
You don't like it?
This is tied in with what you already said. I think this is actually tied into something you said.
Okay.
A new unexplainable sickness that comes from a cosmic horror will infect the planet.
I told you.
I know.
Did I call it or did I call it?
This is the same one that you had. That's why I'm like, whoa. This is
whoa. So there you go.
Cthulhu.
You see, like I'm tapping in.
You are. You
I'm
tapped
on
all.
the NTR signal. The NTR agency, they gave me the edge, so now I can tap in much better.
You're gonna get some sap from this old wood. Let's. We got the next one is Bigfoot Here's a good one. Bigfoot will slaughter a family in the woods, but the media will blame it on marijuana.
Of course they will. The holy herb did it to him. Oh, the Maui Wowie. Like, give me a fucking break. Right. But not like, not like meth or anything. That wouldn't cause somebody to do that.
No,
I don't know.
Marijuana is like caused the whole family's
or like opiates.
Heads to get ripped off.
Opiate addiction. Right.
Chewed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? You that's terrible. You can't just skate past the cosmic horror thing like it's nothing. Say something. No, I mean, seriously, does that terrify you? So it terrifies you, right? Or it scares you at least
Cosmic horror? I think every star in the sky is a pupil.
Whoa.
So the next prediction here is footprints of an unknown creature will be found, and it's going to create an entirely new fetish.
A fetaverse?
There's going to be a fetaverse.
Made of feta? Made of feta cheese?
Created around a mysterious footprint.
Yes, I'm sorry.
The feta cheese is going to come right.
I got you going. You're thinking about it. You're salivating.
And the funny part is, next year, I'm going to remember all this too.
Are you sure?
It'll be documented. This is all being. Oh, by the way, caller, you're being recorded right now.
Okay, that's right. I'm being recorded right now, and I am going on the record. Put the needle on the record.
All right, you're being recorded. Are you ready for the next prediction?
Oh shit! Okay, do it.
This one's deep. All right, China. They're gonna find dragon bones.
Is asshole.
But China's gonna find dragon bones buried underneath the White House.
That's because China #1. They're still asshole, but they're #1. Okay, really? They're gonna find bones
they're gonna find dragon bones buried underneath the White House.
Oh, dragon bones. Like, okay, now we're fucking talking. How big? That's the question. How big is that dinosaur? Was it a flying dinosaur, or was it a long neck?
Do all dragons fly? I don't know.
Maybe not. Well, Komodo dragons don't. Komodo dragons definitely do not
fly. Very true. This is true.
And they are some big motherfuckers. But imagine how big they were in prehistoric times.
The big.
Big.
Wait, Wait a second
Suck
here.
Suck this wing, motherfucker, this wing. Like, good luck with that. It'll slap your head off. It'll slap your head right out your body. That'll be great. See, when they resurrect the bones, though, the thing about China being number one is they'll actually bring it back to life, and not the way you saw in Jurassic Park either. They'll literally use some kind of generator that uses a frequency that just restores the fleshy body to the bones.
How amazing would that be if China creates cryptozoological creatures in the wild?
I think, honestly, Nick, I think that that's already happened.
Probably.
And they're working on it.
Probably.
Like,
the chupacabra.
do you really think
should have been
Jurassic
called
Park is fictional?
the China Cabra. It's
The China Cabra? What?
a
Holy
great
fuck.
piece of furniture. Very
China
cheap,
Cabra.
too.
Okay, so it's a rice sucker instead of a blood sucker?
Caller.
What do you think?
Are you ready for the... All right, the next prediction here is CRISPR technology. The stock is going to triple in stock price. All right, let's look at the current. We have to take a note of the current CRISPR stock price. Do you know what the CRISPR stock price is at?
No, because I'm a doof and I didn't even know there was a CRISPR stock.
There is a
Are
CRISPR
you shitting
stock.
me?
No, yeah, it's
How
been
long
around
has there been a...
Do you want to know?
Well,
do you want to know a little Nick the
yeah.
Rat backstory on CRISPR stock price?
Yes. Fuck yes.
I was like, I'm going to spend a lot of money. I'm going to buy 4 of them for $50.
Yeah, I like money though.
Do you know how much it's worth now? Take
Okay,
a
you
guess.
bought it at what?
I bought it about 4 years ago. I think it's 4 years ago for
Okay.
about $50.
How many shares?
I like 4 shares. I spent like
so
$200 into CRISPR. How much do you think those 4 shares are worth?
$4? $4?
You are on the wrong side of stock prices.
Oh no! I was hoping I was, but like I'm not surprised because it's about genetic modification, right?
Well,
like genetic hackery.
Actually, what is it? I can't find the CRISPR stock. There we go.
So are we talking like $33,000?
I think it was around like around $100 a share. I think.
Whoa.
CRISPR.
Okay.
I can't find. Hold on one second. I am so drunk right now. I can't even read. I gotta go to.
You're slurring your vision now.
I'm slurring
how much?
my brain. All right, let's see.
You like
here.
that's pretty tanked, even for you, Nick. That's pretty tanked.
I've been drinking all day. Whenever it's
Oh,
Wednesday,
fuck.
when I create Nick the Rat Radio, it's
the end of year.
oh, it's
NPR
$76.
mix.
It's $76 right now.
$76 per
And I bought
share.
it at 40.
Okay, so you're nearly doubled
Yeah.
by now.
Man, I should have
Okay,
bought more
but-
shares than just 4.
I can do math. I added 1 plus
Oh my
4.
god! It was at $188.
Oh shit! When was that?
January 22nd, 2021.
And at that point, did you think to yourself to sell, or
Not
were
really.
you
It was
paying
4
attention?
shares.
Yeah, no. And like, yes, but you know,
yeah,
that's
I know,
a nice
that,
return.
188. I spent. I could have made like
Yes,
almost $1,000.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's a nice return. I mean, like,
Yeah, I would have been taxed, and also
You
it's
must have-
gambling. But yeah,
I'm guessing that you
it's gonna go
presumed
back
that
up.
it
I should
would.
buy it down, and it's on sale.
Yeah.
Yes. I fucking hate the stock
Sell,
market.
sell.
It's such a piece of. It's like, hey, gamble. Gambling is illegal, but gamble if you want to exist.
But people fucking gamble everywhere, every day.
Yeah.
So there's always some kind of. I mean, if you look at like most football pools and stuff like that, or I'm sorry, like fantasy football, just all that. That's just a type of gambling. People do it online every day to play games, so like poker and shit, and they gamble lives too,
All right,
not
so
just
for
yeah.
this gamble for this thing, yeah, I said it was going to triple. So right now it's at 70. So triple would be 210. It almost already hit 210 before. So I think it's going to get back to where it was.
If it gets there and you sell, it's going to shoot up to 1,000.
This is why investing is annoying, but it's still almost
Yeah.
necessary in certain ways.
Do you remember what the first stock that you invested in was?
Yeah. It's
Do you
doing
wanna
poorly
say?
compared. It was probably like MJ ETF.
What was that?
Okay, if you actually want like a good stock to look at Vanguard ETFs. Those are pretty good.
Okay.
I would say if you invest, that would be where you probably should put your money. But I
dropping
put
the
it.
stock tips now. All right.
Oh, this is also not a stock
Damn.
show, and there's no legal ramification. These are all just what the scientists
Yeah.
told me. Marijuana, I bought in at like 30. It dropped to like 20, and when it hit 10, I bought a lot, and then it hit 20, and now it's around 11, 12.
Those money fucking grubbers. You gave your money to them.
Yeah, whatever.
No. But if it makes you good dough, like if it makes you, some
I've
good
lost
bank.
I lost some money on it, but I've lost even
Yeah.
more money on buying actual marijuana. I love weed. I bought so much.
Right, unless you grow it, shit.
No, I'm not.
Yep.
You know how much
For
money
sure.
I've spent on marijuana?
That's what I'm saying. And unless you grow it or know a grower who's generous.
So I was like,
if you want good
the amount of
bud,
money
if
I
you
might
want
have
good
lost
bud.
on stock market MJ ETF, which I think has failed because it's mostly Canadian stuff. If you want to make
Oh,
money off of
really?
marijuana, buy Scott's Miracle Grow.
Blame Canada.
It's always Canada's fault. Did you know Joe Rogan had a sold out show in Canada, but he can't go there?
Did he? Wait, what part of Canada though?
That's a very good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. Joe Rogan's stand-up is fucking awesome. Like, he says stuff that
humps a
offends
stool.
me.
He humps a stool.
Like, he says offensive stuff that makes me crack the fuck up. That's how you know when somebody is really comedically talented, when they can even, like, mildly make you want to punch them in the throat while laughing, and spitting out your drink. You're
I don't
laughing
think
so
I've ever
hard.
really seen much Joe Rogan stand up. I don't think he's much of a.
I have, yeah.
Personally speaking,
I've listened to it.
I like Joe
He
Rogan
did-
as a person. I thought he was as good as a Fear Factory host.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. But
I never did watch it.
see,
And I'm not even squeamish. It's just that I just didn't want to watch it. But that's right. He did do that show. Holy shit, that was so long ago.
And
Wow.
for me, I feel like his Fear Factory hosting was his stand up. Like when you say I like his stand up, I'm like I like his Fear Factory. It's just the same coin, different head.
What's he's a two-headed snake. So
He's
what's been the best comedic performance you've ever seen live?
Live?
Yeah, I could tell you mine, but I haven't seen as many as you've seen out there.
I don't see that much. I don't leave the house.
Oh, okay.
My favorite comedic stand up was with Spooky and Progo.
Oh, you got to go. Like, who did you see though?
He was a I forget his name, but he's kind of famous though. And he did like a test run of his comedy show.
Oh, neat.
And it was at a bar that Progo frequented, and me and Spooky just came there randomly, and we were the loud, obnoxious crowd. And I think we embarrassed Progo, and I feel bad.
Oh yeah, Progo is, I think he's more modest and easily. I don't know. I can't speak for him because I don't know.
Well,
him.
have you ever met him?
No, I have not, Steve.
Ah,
So
okay.
I have no room. I have no room to speak. None whatsoever.
He's more modest
I've
than
never
me.
even
He is
had.
more. He's more.
I think I would imagine he's more reserved and less fond of being wild and carefree. But I don't know.
Oh no, he's.
I do remember that you told me that I would really have enjoyed myself there. You did once tell me that long ago after you met with Spooky R at the club, and that I would have had a great time. Like, man, I definitely would. I definitely would have loved it, and I would have enjoyed being obnoxious with you guys because I'm the obnoxious fish. So, remember in Finding Nemo, like everybody came up and swam up, and like, I'm so and so, I'm obnoxious.
We would have been thrown out.
I would totally.
Great.
We would have jammed. We would have fucking jammed. And like Spooky R with her brilliant, her brilliant sharp wit, her biting wit. Oh shit. Like, she would have taken those stupid motherfuckers down with like 5 words.
Yeah, he's a fairly good comedian too.
No, I don't mean him. I mean like anybody giving you guys shit. So that's cool though.
Well, the comedian was giving us shit because we were giving it to him. It was so. It's
wild,
fun
right?
night. It was a great night. Yeah.
That's cool. See, I can hear the smile in your voice. I can hear the happiness in your voice talking about it. That's so fucking cool. Yeah, I'm monopolizing. I think it's starting to piss people off that I'm monopolizing the phone line. But before I go, can I tell you mine?
Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. I was going to hang up on you after you told me your prediction.
Thank you. Yeah, I got lucky enough to see and meet Robin fucking Williams. Holy shit. In Madison, Wisconsin.
When?
2000, I think 6. It was just called Robin Williams Live.
Wow.
So but in Madison, Wisconsin, which is a major college town.
Or did he?
I got to.
Did he see that you saw him? Did you make pupil links?
I got to meet him. He hugged me, Nick. He hugged me. Robin Williams hugged me.
All right.
And like, he was
Caller,
special to me my whole life.
Can I ask you something inappropriate?
Don't hang up on me right now.
I'm not going to hang up, but I'm going to ask you something inappropriate.
Oh shit.
Are you
okay? No.
Caller, are you a lady?
I'm a Humalian.
Did you?
I'm a Femalian.
Like, if Robin Williams hugged me, I'd probably squirt. Did you release any fluids as this occurred?
He was super duper crazy sweaty. He was soaked because there was no air conditioning. No, there was no air conditioning backstage.
He's always all crazy, so I can imagine.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a really hot backstage, and it was dark as fuck. So, and I was with my dad.
Are you sure?
No, I didn't.
Williams?
It's the truth. Shut the fuck up.
It might have been somebody else. It might have been, could have been me.
It was definitely him.
Nanu. It's really hot in here. Give me a hug.
I hope you have a great New Year's, Nick. Thank you for all the time tonight, and thank you for making me laugh. And
don't forget Cthulhu.
Well,
Cthulhu is coming.
Will reign supreme. It will reign supreme.
Oh man, that was a great phone call there.
Nick the Rat.
Hi.
I'm hanging out outside of the back porch here in Spearfish at -1 degrees, and I can safely say that because it takes two. Yeah, my name's not Paul. It's Stillwater. But
okay, Paul.
It is -1 degree outside with no wind.
Your name is Paul? You doxed yourself, man. That person in the background doxed you. I could delete it.
Fucking.
I know.
Warming up their cars like assholes. Come on, it's cold as what
makes
makes
Did you stick your finger into the mystery box?
Anyway, hey. I just wanted to say, hey. Love you, bud. I love you. No agenda and sewer chat stream. Fuck yeah.
House Atreides, baby.
Yeah.
House Atreides. You know, it was a good movie. Dune was a decent movie. It was only the first half of the first book.
Okay, I thought you were gonna leave first. Bye!
But the new Matrix movie was just like this cat piss. Let's listen to Dan. I can't read this name. It's so far away on this big screen here. Hold on, let me get closer here. I got the coof. No, I don't have the coof. Daniel Lennox with Neo RXM. Maybe I do. I don't fucking know. It's like Schrodinger's coof.
You're drunk.
I assure you I'm not, officer. Honestly, I've only had a few ales.
That's right. Yeah, we had samples that were 5 years old that were absolutely terrifying to take. Yeah, well, I don't know. I got into trouble. It was one of those situations. I had a curandero friend, Don Fidel Mosambite in Pucallpa, and he had given me this bottle of ayahuasca as a going-away present. And I had kept it for like 5 years. So in 5 years, you forget what the details are. And I got it out to turn myself and these two other people on. And I couldn't remember whether he said, always shake the bottle or never shake the bottle. And there was about 1.5 inches of sediment in the bottom of this thing. So I said, well, reasoning pharmacologically, it's better to shake it than not to shake it. So I shook it furiously, and then I can't remember what it was. I think I had taken it the week before, a different batch. So I thought maybe I'd picked up a little tolerance. So I said, well, maybe I picked up a little tolerance. Let's just go, instead of the normal 100 milliliters, let's go for 120. And so then I instructed these people that it would come on in about 1 hour and 20 minutes and so forth. Well, 15 minutes into it, they were both unable to speak. And, it went from there. I mean, I felt like I was strapped on a gurney being rushed through the Egyptian afterworld. These huge colonnaded pillars were streaking past me. And, oh, God, headed for the scales.
So you do always shake it, I guess.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That was a lip buzzing one. I felt that was coming close to overdose. It went on for a long, long time, and finally, 4 hours into it or something, we turned on some lights. And there were those fan-shaped little schmiggies. Well, I hadn't seen those since I gave up LSD 10 years ago. You know, those little things that with the lights on or on the walls going, that bit. So it was pretty intense, I think. The great thing is, you always come out of it in great shape. Ken's right. You feel better the day after than if you hadn't done it. Which is, what drug can you say that of, that the end result is an energy plus.
Was there like a peak point to it?
Well, see, I think that we're on the edge of ayahuasca, and that what they say, if you really get down with them, is that the diet is everything. And that you're a tourist and you're here for a few weeks, and yes, we'll give you ayahuasca. But what this is really about is controlling diet over a period of months, even years, and taking a regular regimen of this stuff and transforming yourself into some kind of other person. And Ken's very right. These people have some kind of authenticity that you can absolutely feel. It's in the voice. I met many ayahuasqueros, and the good ones all had this voice thing going on, that they could cast their voice way back in their throat, and they kind of purr. And they just are very realized beings, and they have nothing. You talk about marginal, but there's real authenticity there.
And then I was like, what's to stop people from uploading this? They won't. It was online 5 minutes later on YouTube.
Later.
I'm like, this is not a...
That's also the problem.
Yeah. Like, people are uploading it.
Yeah, it's a country of rats.
Fucking rats.
And what are you going to do?
It is a country of rats.
It's a country of rats.
There's a lot of, real benefit in being a rat today.
There's a huge benefit in it.
That didn't always used to be the case.
No. People look down
rats. On. Yeah.
Why don't you just put some broccoli in there?
Look what I did to this city with a few drums of gas and a couple of bullets. You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan. even if the plan is horrifying. If tomorrow I tell the press that, like, a gangbanger will get shot, or a truckload of soldiers will be blowing up, nobody panics. Because it's all part of the plan. But when I say that one little old mare will die, well, then everyone loses their money.
What's the use? I am a dipstick. I'll never get to play.
Hey, kid, you got a second? Me and the guys have to get to a banquet in Canton, you know where the Hall of Fame is, and we took a wrong turn somewhere. Look, we started out here on I-70. We're coming across here. We went up 104, and we took the 49er. Then we were going to take a shortcut. So we go 10, 12, 48, huh? And we have to hit Canton. Damn, we have to hit it hard. And I don't know where the heck we are.
He pivots, fakes, chucks the big bomb halfway down the field to our hopefully still wide open tailback. I call it the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Not bad.
Really?
Omni-Man did nothing wrong. Here's why. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Invincible. Just like Gabby from Attack on Titan, Omni-Man did nothing wrong. When you are raised, in Omni-Man's case, on a different planet, you are raised with a certain set of morals. That is those are the morals on that planet. That is the standard for that planet. So when you're raised in that in that environment, that is all you know. That's all you know. So him coming to planet Earth with a mission, he also had a mission. Coming to planet Earth with a mission, he is going to fulfill that mission. 30 seconds left. He is going to fulfill that mission. So to us as humans, yes, this shit is terrible. It's crazy. It's crazy. But to him, he had a mission. He had to do what he had to do. I get it. I understand. It's fucked up to us, but to him, that's the norm. That's what it is. He don't know. He don't got human emotions. That's just what it is. For everybody saying, "Ani man did something wrong," I can understand where y'all coming from. But from his point of view, no. He did what he had to do. He did his mission. He failed. He failed because he's soft. Nigga, I would have killed myself. Fuck that nigga. That nigga's a bitch ass.
Hey, do you believe I got Happy New Year today? It's February.
I once got Happy New Year in March.
Disgusting.
It's pathetic.
Hey, Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
Yo, what's up, Daddy? How's it going, Daddy?
A nicotine addict?
No, I just...
Is that Juul with marijuana? Or
no,
Juul?
it's a Juul with nicotine.
Oh.
And yeah, I guess I am a nicotine addict sometimes.
Yeah. How long you been doing that?
A little while.
But
The
you
thing is,
don't smoke cigarettes, do you?
I
That could roughen up that voice, kid.
I know, it's so
Be
bad.
careful.
Well, this isn't good for my voice
Very
either.
careful.
I know.
I think that's basically going to just kill your body.
I
think it's going to mess up your voice. I think it's going to
Yeah, no, I have
kill
rules.
your
Like, I'm going to put
neurons.
this down in like a week, and then I'll just be away. No more.
I think it's probably better. You know,
Better
there's a
than a
problem.
cigarette.
It gets demonized. When something gets demonized, I have to say, okay, are they demonizing this because it's actually bad, or are they demonizing this because it's a threat to profits for an established company that has a shit ton of money? One of the things I talked to Adam Curry. You know Adam Curry?
Okay, yes.
You
I
know who
love
he is?
No Agenda.
He's the best.
Yeah,
He's the
I'm a big
podfather.
fan. I really like him a lot.
If not for him, none of this would be
And
possible.
John C. Dvorak. I like
Yeah,
when
they're great.
when they have their little fights.
Well, they're super
Big
smart
fan of
guys,
them.
and Adam is a good friend. I love him to death.
Awesome.
I love him to death. And
Oh, my God.
He's one of the reasons why I came here. Like talking to
Been
him.
like
He's
13
so
years
smart.
they never
When
had a
he's high
fight.
on Austin. I was like, okay,
Maybe more.
Maybe he's on something. But anyway, he talked to me about this, and he said a lot of this was based on a bunch of people who died, a group of kids that died from bad e-cigarettes that were actually marijuana cigarettes.
Oh, he smokes these things, right?
I do not know if he does that
I feel like
anymore.
he's
He may have in the past.
Remember.
I'm not exactly sure. He smokes a lot of weed, though. I'll tell you that.
Good
That
for him.
motherfucker could throw down. See if you can find what that story was, Jamie. There were e-cigarette, but it was e-weed. And so they were attributing it to vaping. They were saying all these kids died from vaping. And he's like, no. It was a small group of kids that died because there was a tainted product.
Mm.
And he said, I don't think I'm paraphrasing him. I think he was saying that it's one of those things, like we talked about earlier. It's either the outrage is because something is really, really dangerous, or the outrage is because something threatens profits of something else. And I should just, out of the way, I'm 100% in favor of you buying cigarettes.
So is Joe.
Oh, wow.
I
Everybody's
smoke
just crazy talking.
cigars. I think you should I drink whiskey. It's not good for you.
When the mood strikes, I'll buy a pack, and then I'll go months without smoking. It's just like a thing about... it grounds me, I think. But
Yeah.
but
I think he was saying that we have this idea that it's really bad to vape,
Right.
and
Right.
it might
This
not
is on
exactly
the
be true.
CDC's website.
Okay.
But I remember this. This is the vitamin E stuff they found it.
Okay, this is it. Vitamin E acetate is strongly linked to EVALI outbreak. I don't know what that means. Vitamin E acetate has been found in product samples tested by the FDA and state laboratories, and in patient lung fluid samples tested by CDC. From geographically diverse states, vitamin E acetate has not been found in the lung fluid of people that do not have whatever EVAIL is. Do you see if you can find that story with there was
Is
kids
this
that
how
died,
Zindu
and
does
they
his
died
fucking
from
job?
Tainted.
Diane, can we get this?
But is there a
was
story
there like
that
a bacteria
says,
in there or
I mean, this
something?
was the
or was
CDC
it...
looking into it. They had
Right.
to write this because they looked into it because it was like it was a thing.
Right.
It was a national issue.
So is this the story of the? Okay, so it says at the top when you scroll up, it says outbreak of lung injury associated with the use of e-cigarette or vaping products. I guess I'm looking for like a dumb story, and this is like a page of
But you know
the
what?
government
Like,
CDC site.
The thing is, Joe, like, it's really difficult to decide what's real. Like, you know, you hear a story, you see a story on the internet, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Like, I don't. It's like you said, it's major commerce.
Look at this. Though.
You see a
The
story
mysterious
anywhere.
vaping
Is
illness
it true
that's
or is it
becoming
not?
an epidemic.
You have to
a
live
surge
it.
of severe
You have to
lung
see it.
ailments has
You have to-
baffled doctors
you have
and
to
public
live it
health experts. Okay,
to know it's real.
Here's one thing I do know.
Or not.
I do know of a family who had a young son who was a teenager who died, and they think it has a connection to vaping. He got very
really?
sick, and he had some sort of a lung issue.
Ugh.
And I gotta imagine.
I knew a
that if
family
you're
that had a
doing it
kid set
all
himself
day
on fire
long,
because
like
he
a
was
lot of these kids
creating
are, they're doing it all day.
fucking.
Like if you can give a kid something where you give him, which is nicotine is essentially.
Probably
is it
shouldn't talk
listed as a
about this.
stimulant?
Yes.
Is it a stimulant? Yes. Is that what
Layer
they call
And
it?
it makes you feel so
though.
good.
Nicotine gives you the greatest head rush. I love a
Jamie,
cigar.
do you still smoke? Good for you.
I was going to add into this, which I don't know. I know that from when this happened, whoever was getting them, or I don't know, it was a national thing. So lots of people that were getting the actual cartridges that they were putting the juice or the oil or what have you in.
Yeah.
Those were the issues.
C-dubs, were they in
like
Brooklyn?
The cartridges
Right.
themselves were bad.
Yes, I think they said they were like contaminated. Or
I've been
something. There
close
was
to
something
their
wrong with
house.
them, right?
Right, and that's why I remember they were saying they were coming from China, or that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Well, it's like everything
everyone's
else.
ordering all from China,
If it was regulated, like if you could only get a version
He
of
was
it
trying to be
where
a
there was
chemistry
some
teacher.
sort of
And he was barely a chemistry
potential
student.
culprits in mystery lung illness, black market vaping products. So this is some lung
and they're on
illnesses. Is that what it
scooters.
is? Is that what they're saying?
It got so confused because it just started popping up. They're called popcorn lung and all sorts of weird things.
But
were
here's
happening.
the thing.
Yes,
I think if you're doing anything like that all day long, if you're taking any mist into your body that has chemicals in it, which is
Mhm.
essentially what those things are,
Mhm.
those ones that look like a lunchbox and these kids are sucking
Oh,
on them
those-
and they
yeah,
make
yeah.
giant clouds of smoke.
Yeah.
Those kids are taking in stimulants
Right,
through
right,
their
right.
fucking blood vessels all day long.
Yeah.
In the lung, they're sucking it into their lungs.
All I can say is I know if I do this too much, I don't feel well. So, and that's something to be
Like me with
conscious
pie.
of. Yeah, like your pie, exactly.
my situation with
so,
eating too much
you know,
pie.
like right now I'm kind of like in holiday mode. And
I
just
heard
in
a
general,
whole
like my
garage
cell phone. Like I don't
exploded.
like when something has a hold on me. I don't like when I wake up and I'm having my coffee and I'm like, where's my fucking Juul?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I wasn't going to talk about the coronavirus. But on the way here, I got really ill. But I think it was because I ate a cherry pie. Like, I got a cherry pie from Bristol Farms, and then I ate it, and then the car was going weird, and I was like, oh. And then he turned on the radio, Jeremy, And then all the fucking news was like, the guy was like, well, there's been so far 11 cases, 50, 200. I don't feel good. You know, you're like, oh, this is not good. I feel like I'm in a fucking middle of a Stephen King novel or something fucking thing. What is this? So my plan is just to not die. You know, survive long enough where they find a cure. You know, some people will have to die. But finally they'll find a cure for me. And then I'll thank all It's funny how Big Pharma is so evil till now.
It's raining out in New York City right now. Gas is crazy. We all want to do stuff. We all get excited by doing stuff. But then once we're faced with actually doing the stuff, I would say probably more than half people quit. But that's a good thing, because if you don't quit, you're going to do better than half of everybody. So don't quit. If you have something that you find fun, you should do it completely. Like felting. I always thought felting could be fun. You know, you stab cotton, you fucking make a pattern in there. You make it like, well, if you feel like quitting sometimes is sometimes doing something. You know, sometimes you do stuff by not doing it. But you should replace that hole with doing something like vape. Okay, sure. Well, but creating other than clouds of smoke, we should all do stuff, perhaps. There's no scientific evidence that this is a good thing. Me speaking personally, I think leaving artifacts for the future after you don't exist might be kind of cool. That's about it. You might be able to set things up for the future. You have a personal philosophy of what's good. You could take that and pump it up. You should make your future better for future you. Wouldn't you have loved to have you as a mentor now? So you should mentor yourself that you can't. So when they are ready to do whatever they're doing, they're good to go, or something like culture. That's basic. It's that's where are we in this show here? We have a lot more to go through here. Let's go through this set here. Here we go, everybody. It's 2:00 in the morning. Let's do some predictions for 2021. 2, 3, 4. What? Prediction number 35. Digital Global ID. The NWO. Basically, I had a thought. The NWO is going to win. I told McAfee before while he was, I told him on my podcast, I was like, John, I think all this will end once there is a global digital slavery, basically. And he said that it will end when people overcome. We'll see what happens. These are going to be more darker. I don't like this set of predictions. We got war with China. It's going to happen in Taiwan. We have 37. We have a great fire. Well, there will be a great fire in New York City. It's going to be like the San Francisco fire, where they kind of rebuilt the city on top of a fallen empire of fire debris, happening in New York in 2022. There is going to be a civil war, but it'll be funny because it'll be in Australia. That's not funny. I don't like these predictions. There's going to be... To fix climate change, there's going to be lockdowns. There's going to be climate change lockdowns in 2022. Okay, here we go. We got 2 more here, and then we're going to go to a fucking musical break because I'm depressed. Jackson on the $20 bill will be replaced with Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci will be on the $20 bill. And then finally, 41, China will begin doing public executions on a brand new application yet to be named. But it might have to do with the sewer. Let's listen to some music. We have Solace with Song of Life. Solace. Those are some depressing predictions right there. Hillary Clinton. That's some good stuff right there. Let's we have to run through this a little bit faster here. I don't know if I reported this, but a major earthquake is going to cause a massive tidal wave that's going to hit the Northeast. Let's go through some viewer predictions. These were sent to me through social media. Mastodon. Mastodon is like my therapist. It's like I could talk here without feeling crazy. We got COVID-19 will be lumped in with seasonal flu around April-May timeline. We have Matrix 4 foreshadows the massive amount of suicides that will happen as people realize a lot of people on there is, I guess they're obsessed with something. We got Splatoon 3 is coming to 2022, and I will predict, what was that there? 22, and I'll predict Spike will play a much bigger role in Splatoon 3. William Kilgate. We got JCD Ave Maria will be the most requested jingle of 2022. All right. We got through that. Let's get through this other sticky situation here. We got the death pool. Let's do Nick the Rat Radio on speed play. We got in the death pool. This might be triggering to some people, so please, if you are triggered by death pools, stay away. First person on this was decided by the smoke of a quantum computer. The Queen of England, but she might already be dead, so that's kind of like cheating. Joe Biden, it's fucking horrible. Don't speak ill of your leader. It's like biting the hand that feeds you. We got Betty White. Remember, it's going to be 2022. Being white is not okay, apparently. We also have in the death pool Noam Chomsky and Ghislaine Maxwell House Coffee. She's going to snap her neck in the shower. She's going to be 101. Okay. That was a little depressing. You know, we had a whole bunch of hits right there about the future. But don't worry, we're all going to accept Cthulhu as our supreme leader. So we're good to go. We have no more voicemails. Wait, maybe we do. What is this? Oh, this is old. Let me use this time to look through. Yes, blast.
In the morning, in the sewer, in the everybody. Oh yeah, I guess the Untitled Chapter now too, right?
Yeah, please call her. Turn down your radio. What is going on here? What is this? This is definitely not Moman 08 with Neon Space. That's definitely not what this is.
Nick, if you're hearing this, come here.
to Nick the Rat.
Hello?
Hello?
All right.
All right.
Let's see here.
Let's see here.
We got
We got
things
some
here.
things here.
Hello? Hi. What was that? That was weird. All right, we're obviously getting close. Well, sorry about that. There, Echo. It's 2 a.m. It's raining out. I'm gonna fly through this here. A new color will be discovered that affects our sleep, and new glasses will be sold to block the light. that causes it. That's one prediction. That's number 71. A coffee will be discovered to be good for you. A glitch in the computer simulation will reveal that we are actually heading into a global cooling process because of all the carbon in our atmosphere. 74. Alex Kurtzman will be removed as the Star Trek showrunner. 75. Weed will be sold on the streets of New York City, and the feds will interfere, claiming it's bad for social distancing. We have constant monitoring of one's health will be found to be detrimental to one's health by causing them to worry too much. 77. A loaf of bread will cost $10. Number 78. Mayo's healing properties will be found and a facial cream will be developed. We have 75. CRISPR stock will triple. And finally, we have some news ones here.
I thought there was some purpose to all of this.
Hey everybody. Hi. This is Zindu. Oh jeez. Just thinking about the future is really bugging me out here. I've been smoking like fucking 5 packs of cigarettes, shaking and staring at the wall, thinking about what's coming tomorrow. I see the future. I had a vision, everybody. 2022. Here's your vision. First, you awaken. There's a cloud of smoke around you in your bed. It's fog. You might have farted. It might have been from you, causing a lot of humidity from sloppy, nasty, wet sex. Doesn't matter. You're gonna wake up in the morning of 2022, and you're gonna have hunger, and you're gonna feel hunger, and you're gonna have to excrete. You're gonna have to take a massive dump. You're gonna wake up and be like, I gotta unload. Oh, by the way, this whole story is ambisexual. Doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, animal. This goes interspecies. This is a global prediction for the first day of 2021. You're gonna wake up. There's gonna be a little bit of fog, a little bit of gas. You don't know. You might see it. You might not. Sometimes clouds are invisible. There's still moisture in the air, right? So you're going to wake up in a cloud of moisture. You'll have to relieve yourself. You will relieve yourself. And then, then after that, of course, you're going to be like, okay. This is fine. I know what to do now. You're going to remember the day before when it was 2021 and be like, oh yeah. Everything that happened that year, I remember it. 2021's over now. We're into a whole new 365-day cycle. Let's do this a little bit better. As you are excreting, you'll be thinking this. And then it's going to hit you. It's going to come up slow. It's going to come up slow, tickle you from behind in your butthole. Everybody has buttholes, right? Everything. What doesn't have a butthole? Even fucking microscopic fucking amoeba but they got mouths and assholes, right? We all got those. Why can't we just have a bathroom for mouths and assholes? But you gotta call it that. It's the mouth and asshole bathroom. Also, we could have mouth and asshole sports, etc., etc. It's a whole new thing. There's a lot of lawyers involved. That's probably why none of this gets. If you need more lawyers, and we're maxed out on lawyers, they're not going to start changing society. Only if we have more lawyers than we have social constructs that might require law. Yeah, it's a fine balance. Either way. You can be shit, you can be thinking about the next year. Oh, God, what am I going to do? Then you're going to realize one thing. that even though it's 2022 and everything's different, especially, you know, your pants now because you accidentally shat in them. You can't get to the bathroom fast enough. You're going to be excited. You're going to wake up excited. Like a fluffy bunny. Fucking full of energy. Then you're going to realize that, oh, fuck. We're still here, right? Yeah, no, that's not what you're going to be thinking. You're going to be thinking, what do I eat? I need some protein, right? Everything needs protein. I'm making my prediction for day 1 in 2022 very general because that's gonna, you know, I'll be right. You're gonna need protein. You're gonna think of.
You're drunk.
I assure you I'm not, officer. Honestly, I've only had a few ales.
That's right. Yeah, we had samples that were 5 years old that were absolutely terrifying to take. Yeah, well, I don't know. I got into trouble. It was one of those situations. I had a curandero friend, Don Fidel Mozambite in Pucallpa, and he had given me this bottle of ayahuasca as a going-away present, and I had kept it for like 5 years. So in 5 years, you forget what the details are, and I got it out to turn myself and these 2 other people on, and I couldn't remember whether he said, always shake the bottle, or never shake the bottle. And there was about 1.5 inches of sediment in the bottom of this thing. So I said, well, reasoning pharmacologically, it's better to shake it than not to shake it. So I shook it furiously, and then I can't remember what it was. I think I had taken it the week before, a different batch. So I thought maybe I'd picked up a little tolerance. So I said, well, maybe I picked up a little tolerance. Let's just go, instead of the normal 100 milliliters, let's go for 120. And so then I instructed these people that it would come on in about...
Four-rolling sign, my friend, four-rolling sign, we'll take a cup of kindness yet, four-rolling sign. My trusted friend, and give us a hand of thine. We'll take a right good we'll sip, four-rolling sign, four-rolling sign, my friend, four-rolling sign. We'll take a cup of kindness yet, four-rolling sign.
We're going to stay on the air for as long as possible. All we can say is what we've been repeating all morning. Get to any kind of underground shelter.
Don't kill